Hey guys, it's Taurrain here. Probably haven't seen me in a long time. Mainly because my old camera decided to give up the ghost and die completely. About time I showed you what I've been doing. I got my Grey Knights a couple of weeks ago. Well, about 2 weeks ago now. And I've play tested this. This is my 1500 point list, minus the vehicles, which I'll tell you about now. Some of them are converted. Unfortunately my camera's not that brilliant. So you'll have to bear with me if it's a little bit blurry. I'll try and talk it through. So first of all, for troop choices, we have 2 strike squads. The Justicar having a demon hammer, which is master crafted, 3 halberds, and 2 guys with Falcons, which are the twin swords. And then we've got the other unit, which is exactly the same. To mark out the Justicar, not only did I give him his specific Justicar symbols, his special shoulder pads I mean, I've also taken spare bits from the warding stave, and if you look at some of the images in the book you'll see how they've all got these strange halos above their head, and if you cut the warding stave's head off it actually works quite well. Not only that, I then also use those in bigger games as my purifiers. You probably noticed the dirty great big dread knight behind. He's not in the 1500 point list, but I thought I'd show him off anyway. He is completely converted in pose wise. Basically, it's easier than it looks. When you get your Dread Knight, the joints, or the round ball joints, if you cut following the line which goes round their joint, you're able to move it in any direction you want. You've probably noticed on my bases there's also this white material. That's basically a foam which also, when sprayed, kind of bubbles and creases, because most of my guys are all standing on basalt or lava bases. Also, when I plonk him, I gave my guy not only the great sword, which you can give him anyway, but both the Psycannon and the incinerator. Now whenever I field him, I fully kit him out. 300 points, personal teleporter, heavy Psycannon, heavy incinerator, great sword. Personal teleporter, of course, is your 30-inch shunt movement, and also gives him the ability to move 12 inches a turn, which is amazing. Now, where's the rest of my points in my 1500 points? Now here we go. There's 8 Paladins, 1 with a Brotherhood banner, and an Apothecary with a warding stave and his Nartheum, which makes him more expensive than my general, funny enough. And then we have 5 guys, all with just normal swords, just to give them the +1, because those guys are riding in a Land Raider. Land Raider Crusader to be exact, given Psybolt ammunition. Doesn't need anything else, don't worry about extra armour. Here is my army's general, or the only HQ choice I have at the moment, and he is my Librarian. Terminator Librarian, of course. Can't actually see very well. He has a green stuff cloak, as you can just probably make it out there. It's basically made from an old Terminator, not an old Grey Knight Terminator, but in actual fact an old normal Space Marine Terminator. And if you can just make out the front panel there as I'm turning it in the light, that's actually the spare front panel you get in a Venerable Dreadnought kit, and strangely it fits straight over with ease. Now if you want it a little bit pre-heresy as I did, the shoulder pads are also from Dreadnoughts. And there we have a green stuff. Can't actually make it out, can you? There's a green stuff book there, or seal. It also has his book and sword, which is the Grey Knight symbol. He's got the old metal Terminator arms as well, because I had a few of those lying around. Basically, so recapping, these 2 are exactly the same. 3 halberds, 2 Falcons, Justicar with mastercrafted demon hammer. Both of those are in Razorbacks with assault cannons and Psybolt ammunition, just to give you that extra +1 strength, which is brilliant. Other than that, these two units don't have their Psybolt ammunition because they don't really need it, because their job is to hold objectives, not to do much else. These guys, of course, are my 8 Paladins, 5 with normal swords, 1 with a Psycannon, one with a Brotherhood banner, and an Apothecary with a warding stave. I've also given those their group Psybolt ammunition, because once they get out of their Land Raider, it gives them the ability to shoot some stuff as well before they decide to do much. They're then in a Crusader with Psybolt ammunition as well. Here we go as well, just a little bit extra for watching the video. Here's my plastic Castellan Crow, because many people like the model one, but I'm not sure about his metal model, so I've made this guy from plastic, basically taking a normal Space Marine, give him the spare Grey Knight front that you get in the Strike Squad box, and then we have a Terminator Greatsword, and if you can just make out the stuff on the end there, there's an actual fact small blobs of green stuff which has been pulled off to represent his purifying fire. Oh, this sword will be painted up to look like the Demon Sword, Sword of Anwar or something like that. But other than that, I quite like the fact that he's just a little bit cleaner and a little bit crisper. Also have in the process for my 2000 point list, which will be probably in another video, I have my Tech Marine with Conversion Beamer. And the Conversion Beamer, there's an actual image in the codex if you look. This is just made from a Sentinel las cannon, 3 plasma guns and a bit of spare sprue just floating around. You can fit it on a normal Tech Marine with a little bit of fiddling around. Other than that, you're alright. So, if you've got any questions about the list, don't be afraid to ask. After all, we are all just starting out on Grey Knights. And other than that, I will see you soon. See you later, boys.